Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever it is you may be watching this. We're gonna feed the cows real quick and kind of let you see what I do and kind of see what you all do. We are not a big farm by any means. We generally rotate between 5 to 20 cows at a time, give or take. Nothing special. Definitely not large. Wouldn't even call us medium. Small at best. Hobby farm, maybe how some people will describe it. I don't know. We are what we are. But we are inside the barn now. Here's our barn. And the way I feed is these 3 drums are all full of cow feed. I just topped them off this morning. And we have some concrete that was poured when the barn was made, and basically all I do is I just put my feet on the concrete, and the cows they clean it up, and a little hay pile, and I keep hay out here for them. I put the grain on one end, generally put the hay on the other end, and that's what we feed them. And they haven't eaten much of this hay because we just led them into a new pasture not too long ago that has a lot of green grass in it, so they haven't really been eating a lot of hay. But we got the other side of the barn, which is built the same, and we'll start using that side of the barn here in the next week or two when we get all of our calves from last year off their mamas, put them in here, start weaning them. I'm guessing, yeah, we'll have to give them the hay because they won't be able to get out in the field. So that's our little barn tour, which is, like I said, it's not much, but it is what it is. And we are going to start a new way of doing hay next year. Usually this whole section, this whole center section is filled with hay almost to the door, and then we will start stacking it on top using a little elevator and go from there. And hopefully by the end of the spring, early summer, this barn will be full of hay again. And we don't use a whole lot. We'll probably sell a lot of it, but we just have to kind of wait and see what happens. So that's our little feeding. Let me know what y'all do. Y'all feed out of barrels? I get my feed in a 50-gallon bag or 50-pound bag, and then just dump it into the barrels because it's a lot easier to spoon out into the buckets and feed to the cows that way. But we have had those big 2-ton totes before. But those are just hard to deal with feeding as little as we do every day. You know, I guess if we were feeding 100 pounds a day or something like that, then maybe we get the totes again, but it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense for us right now. And I don't have a skid steer to move them around really easy, so it's just a little more of a hassle. It's a little bit cheaper, but more of a hassle for us. So let me know what you guys do, and until then, that's all I got. Got you right here. We got a little bit of everything. That's our bull. Some of our young ones. And then our mamas all down that way. We got some with horns, some without horns, some black ones, some brown ones, everything in between. We are not a fancy breeder by any means. We just we get what we get, and we're happy if they're healthy.